Bienvenidos once more to Scarefest Ocho. That's right, Scarefest 8. I'm Jaime and Fuego for the horror show, and we're joined by an artist that definitely caught our eye, Mr. Joel Robinson. What's going on, man?
Hanging out at Scarefest, 8th year I've been here. I started with him at the beginning and started doing art with him, so I always do, every year I do the poster and the t-shirt for the show.
So you've seen the growth of this event, obviously.
Yes, I have. I remember when it was only half the size.
Well, we were impressed. That's what brought us out from the Arizona desert to scope it out, man, all the way here. So.
Right on, man.
Yeah. And how does the process work for you?
Well, what I do is I lay everything out by hand in watercolor. I do all the texturing first, then I scan that in. And then I use what's called a Wacom bamboo board, so it's digital. You basically doing your painting and stuff down here and looking up here.
Oh, wow.
I used, of course, photo reference, so everything looks good. And then basically I work twice as big. So all of this stuff is 2 foot tall. All my posters are 3 foot tall. And then you shrink it down. Greatest thing about digital, I switched to digital. I got a bachelor's of fine art, and I trained traditionally. And about 10 years ago, I switched to digital. And I love it, and I'm never going back, and I won't run my clothes anymore. I do a lot of, I work for Scream Factory and do a lot of Blu-ray covers and stuff.
Oh, no kidding, dude. Scream Factory is like top of the end as far as like bringing stuff back. And
yeah, and so I have to do a lot of likeness and things, and we go back with the actors and stuff, and a lot of those they have to write off the likeness and everything like that. So yeah, it's a process that luckily just go over the course of the years. I've got well known for doing that with them. So sometimes I'm the go-to guy for certain things and certain likenesses. I
didn't realize the extent of the guy I was talking to here, man. Holy smokes.
Well, I don't want to give anything away, but I am. I'm doing something that I just got hired for because of that likeness thing, and it's actually it's Brittany Murphy, and one of her movies with Jay Moore and Michael Biehn. That's all I can say.
Okay, you got the gears turning. I'm trying to think of which one it might be. So, any like notable ones from the past that you can make mention of that were credit to you?
Oh yes. When I first began with them, right now I'm working with the Vincent Price estate. And I'm with them for 3 years. I've done a lot of portraits of Vincent Price, and that's how they found me. And they had me come in and do the Vincent Price collection, which is unfortunately now out of print, and it's zooming up on eBay now.
Tends to happen.
Yeah. And then from there, I went on and did the cover of Ginger Snaps. And then after that, they hired me for Lord of Illusions. And then Clive Barker liked Lord of Illusions enough to write the president of the company. It's a three-line letter, and that's how I got Nightbreed. So,
very cool.
And then I did the very limited edition. They only made 10,000 of the Nightbreed that came out.
Yeah, and I've noticed that's one thing that Scream Factory does. They do these smaller, more collectible runs with their stuff.
Yes, they do, the collector's editions. That's kind of what, I just do the collector's editions, and those are the ones that they come out, and you can get the 18 by 24 poster and all that good stuff.
When did you actually start drawing? Was this like at an early age, or was it a passion that didn't hit until later? You had interest in other places?
Ever since I could pick up a pencil, I was doing stuff. Got a lot of trouble in school, all that stuff. I remember even getting in trouble at work. I remember working at a factory and stuff. We worked at, we'd have a cell of people 6, and if I was waiting on something, I'd draw, and I'd get in trouble from that. So it was from 3 to 30.
So then it was always scary stuff, even in the younger years, and your teacher's like, what is that you're drawing, type of thing?
Well, I would draw like caricatures and stuff of the teachers.
Oh, even better.
Situations, yeah, people would, give me half of their peanut butter and jelly sandwich if we would draw their teacher or whatever.
Oh, so you're already making something even in the early days, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I do have some more stuff coming up. I've started working with a company called Synapse too, and I just did the classic Manos Hands of Fate, best known for being on Mystery Science Theater.
So it had some pokes jabbed at it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and my name being Joel Robinson, and Joel Robinson from the Satellite of Love. So. But yeah,
very nice.
And then I also did another one for them for a Linda Blair. They haven't announced it yet, but it's a Linda Blair Julie Strain movie. So
interesting. I can't think of what that could possibly either. More under the radar coolness, man, and that's often some of the most surprising horror is the stuff that's under the radar that you're not expecting how good it could be, right?
Oh yeah, that's great. I'm loving a lot of these companies bringing stuff out and giving them the treatment they want, and the people that are especially like Synapse. Scream Factory and stuff. I mean, they're going back to the negative. They're cleaning them up. They're piecing them together. They're adding a bunch of extras and all that stuff. Because there's nothing worse than buying a Blu-ray that only has the movie and a trailer.
Yeah, nothing else on it. No commentary, no behind the scenes, nothing. I mean, I saw Scream Factory. They're doing the Tales from the Crypt films pretty soon, right?
They are, yes.
Finally.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
So I always like to end with a question of, is there, like, of all the covers that you've possibly done, is there, like, one that, man, I'm so stoked I'm getting to do this cover?
Well, I tell you, doing the Nightbreed thing was a big deal. But I actually, for the first time, got a hold of the company because they announced something that I want to do, that I grew up with. So we're going to see if that happens. But a movie that always affected me, one of my favorite ones, is Return of the Living Dead. Remember when 28 Days Later and all that, when they were like talking about running zombies, and oh my God, well, Return of the Living Dead, first one with running zombies.
It's funny, I talked to Ramiro the other day, and he still is not happy about the running zombies, man. He's still upset about it to this day.
Yeah,
so
he will be forever.
Well, hey, Joel, thanks so much for talking to us today. We greatly appreciate it. And what is a website we can direct people to scope out all of this incredible work that I thought was actual, like, photos that were dumped in and just altered and stuff? That's how impressed I was.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, you can come on over to artpusher.net, or you can go to joelrobinsonart.com.
Nice. And you're on Instagram and other social media sectors so they can follow you and all that jazz?
Yes, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, there's a nice fan site on Facebook. I've been people collect my work, and it's neat. There's people with whole walls, and they'll send pictures in and stuff like that, and it's great. I used to be a teacher and got laid off, and then actually focused on this, wanting to be a artist your whole life, and it finally happened about 8 years ago.
It was supposed to happen then, man.
It's very, very weird. So I'm very grateful, and I'm really happy to be able to, turn a new generation onto some of the movies that I was their age when I first got turned on. So we'll keep on, pushing the horror, brother.
Damn right, and that's something Scream Factory does so well, so shout out to those guys as well, and I'm very glad that you partnered with them to help educate some of the younger masses about some classic horror. That's what's up, man. So I'm going to extend the grande gracias to Joel here as well, and we're going to get more Scarefest coverage coming at you here from Scarefest Ocho, Scarefest 8. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon. Stay scared.